Hi everyone. Well, I've got a couple of hours at my disposal, maybe not even that, maybe an hour and a half. Mum's looking after the girls for me, which is really kind. It's given me a chance to have a little bit of rest, a little bit of respite, which is nice. I know my wife will laugh if she sees this because she never gets any respite, but I don't know, I just feel like I really need it. I'm going to use my float gear, which is a 11-foot mini float rod in two pieces here at the moment. Got a tiny Shimano Hyperloop 2500 rear drag reel here. Fishing basic float fishing tactics. I mean, most carp anglers would probably say that they started fishing using similar setups. Small hooks, floats, catching small fish, roach, rudd, perch, whatever they could really. And I think sometimes we lose the joy of that by just targeting huge fish, huge specimen fish all the time. I haven't got time to do that today, but I have got time for a bit of this. I'm plotted up right next to a huge patch of lily pads on my syndicate lake here. It's a bit of jungle warfare because there's not really a swim here, but the water's a little bit deeper there. I'm going to trickle in some red maggots that I picked up from the tackle shop this morning and see if I can't hook out a fish to show you. I don't mind what species we're going for today, but it'd be nice to have a big perch, so watch this space. Okay, change of location. The jungle was a little bit too jungly for me, and after getting snagged in a tree above my head about 50,000 times, I thought I'd come to a slightly clearer spot. There's a small patch of lilies and weed down here. I'm going to try and fish my red maggot on the hook up close-ish to that, scatter some red maggots over the top and just see if it can pick me up a fish. Well, this is my third swim change in as many minutes. Basically just haven't been getting bites. I mean, I'm fishing maggots with very light gear, and if the fish were there I'm expecting kind of instant bites, so I'm not hanging around. I've moved 3 different swims now, and I've settled here for a little while, invested a little bit of bait, again alongside a lily bed. The water's very, very shallow at the moment. I don't know if that might be working against me because I can't really cast this light gear very far. So I am margin fishing really. But I've got a good view of my float from this tree stump here. So I'm going to sit and watch a while and keep trying. It'd be great if I could catch just one before I have to pack up, which is realistically in the next sort of 10-15 minutes if I'm honest. So let's see what happens and see if I can't produce a fish. Well, I've been traipsing around the lake for quite a while now. As lovely as this spot looks, I can assure you it's only about 6 or 8 inches deep all the way across to the bank in this bay. So, as lovely as it looks, I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to carry on round to slightly deeper water and have one last cast. I've moved and moved again and moved again and again, and weirdly I've ended up in exactly the same swim where I started the session, which I didn't actually even film. I never put a bait in here because it just didn't look right, but it was one last cast, swim nearest the car, and sure enough I've managed to catch a couple of little perch, which is great. Well, I just tried to film a little piece to the camera to hold up two tiny little perch that I've caught this session. Unfortunately, what I didn't realise is whilst I was filming, my phone was ringing, which stopped the video recording. Thus, I don't have two little perch to hold up for you because I slipped them both back and they both swam away strongly, which is great to see. Unfortunately, all I can do therefore is put a still photo, which I managed to get in this video to show you the tiny little perch that I managed to catch. But it was great to get out here for a couple of hours. Really got to get cracking now. I've pushed my luck a bit. Best get the stuff in the car and get on home. But until next time, happy fishing.